Hello and welcome to another one of our weather videos. But today we are looking at 3 snowstorms all in the next 2 weeks. But first, if we look at our snowfall map from these snowstorms, you can see that we're going to have a tiny snowstorm down here in Texas. But then we're looking at our main snowstorm down here in Arkansas, much like Cora did, except this time it takes a farther north turn where we have our heavy snow going up here to the Massachusetts coast, with all of this area being affected. And then we have a ton of lake effect snow coming with up to 4 feet over here in New York. Then, if we look at all these snowstorms on the radar, you can see that we're going to be looking at our first snowstorm first developing Saturday morning, where we have a ton of rain, and then we start seeing some snow up here in the north, but then severe thunderstorms down here in Alabama with possible tornadoes. Then it just moves out towards Georgia and keeps going. Then we have a ton of snow on the backside of this system, but then will have our middle snowstorm that just brings some snow to Texas on Tuesday. But then we have our final and strongest of them all on Thursday, where we have very heavy snow in Arkansas starting there, like Cora did. And then if we keep going, we keep our extreme snow as the system heads northeast with very severe storms over here by the Outer Banks, and then very heavy snow by the New England coastline too by Saturday. And then if we look at our temperature map, you can see that, of course, with climate change, we have out of whack temperatures with very warm temperatures across much of the US. But then if we keep going, we start having the battle of the Arctic blast and the Gulf of Mexico jet stream. But then if we keep going, you can see that the Arctic blast eventually wins on Sunday with negative 28 degrees temperatures over here in North Dakota, and then below freezing temperatures, making it into Florida by Monday night. But then it does start to back off by Monday, but then it does go even deeper into Florida on Tuesday morning, making it all the way down to the center area. But then it just makes it to Tampa even by Wednesday. But then if we look at our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, you can see that we have most of the US under below average temperatures, especially around here in the east. And then the only area on above average temperatures right now is California. And then if we get back into these horrible fires in California, you can see that we currently have critical fire risk over here throughout most of the southern California coast. And then tomorrow it starts to drop down with only elevated risk in this tiny area. And then finally, by Friday, we have predictably low, which means they are not issuing any red flags warnings, which means this is very good. But this does not mean you're 100% in the clear, because these fires still can spread. Where we have our Palisades fire over here burning many areas with evacuation warnings throughout many areas. And then we have the small auto fire and the Eaton fire, which is pretty big too on the mountains.